So I figured I'd give you guys the tea while I drink my tea this morning. Last night, I went to watch a boxing game. That's right, is boxing a game? Yeah. Okay, so we were watching the boxing game. It was a really cool vibe. Before I went, I wasn't like feeling confident, I guess. And so I had to do my confident booster. For my soft girl, I watched the Feminine Universe. She has an episode where she talks about like communicating with people and going into crowds, because I have an anxiety about going into new spaces that I've never been before. And on my way there, you know, that was for the soft girl part. So I got my soft girl together, got the techniques that I might need for the day, and then listen to some Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, I have to listen to Megan Thee Stallion. It might sound weird, but to get my girl empowerment. If you will. I know, it's so weird, right? So I listen to that on my way to events and things like that, because it makes me feel powerful. I go into this space and I was nervous. Okay, I was late and I was nervous. Like, all the men are sitting on the far end, all the women are sitting in the corner, which was cool, but I was just like, how am I supposed to flirt if everybody is all the way over there? So I was making sure that I did a lot of hand gestures and a lot of ha-ha-has, because, but I laugh loud, so I have to watch that, because I'd be like, ah-ha-ha. But, I was, doing a lot of feminine things, sliding my hand, being a soft, goofy girl, because it was such a loud event. That night for me was about flirting. I need to learn how to flirt. I was talking to my girls and, they were empowering me. It's like, just go out and just do this and this. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I'm too shy. I can't just go up to a guy and start talking to him, right? They're like, just do it. The outfit is outfitting, the titties are tittying. Why not? What can it hurt, right? When I was watching the Feminine Universe, I remember some of the things that she said, and she was like, you walk into spaces very confident, which I did. What I did was I walked in, I gave the host a hug, and then I announced myself so that the other women that were sitting over there with the men would feel comfortable, if anything, that oh, at least she spoke. Sometimes when you do walk into confident, people automatically assume that you're conceited or something like that. I was trying to flirt. Simple touches, because you're a soft woman, simple touches to a man is not going to be offensive. So I was doing a lot of touching of the shoulder, a lot of ha ha ha, ki. It's cool because we had somebody with us that we knew, a male that we knew, so you could definitely practice with your male friends that you know until you get the courage to actually do it to somebody. And there was this guy, and as soon as we stopped at the bar, me and the girl was stopped behind the bar, and we were watching the game, or the highlights of the game, the boxing game. And so we're watching, and I see him move from one side to the other, and he stands I'm watching him because he was hot, and I see his eyes. I looked him in his face, and I smiled. So then me and her are talking, so I'm watching him while I'm talking to her, and he moves directly next to me, right next to me, and just starts just watching the highlights. And so I'm looking, and I'm talking to her, but I'm feeling his vibe, and I'm like, this is my chance, right? And so I nudge him, literally nudge him with my shoulder, because we were shoulder to shoulder. Well, he was taller. But I nudged him with my shoulder, and I was like, hey, did the person that you want to win? And when he looked at me, I was like, and so we start talking from there, and then I took him upstairs, right? So the thing that I did was I put my arm underneath his arm, and I was walking with him hand in hand. And that's something that I would be totally scared to do if I wasn't walking in confidence, but I did it and it worked. And he went up there with us. I got his number and stuff. So it was just a really good night of flirting and being soft, and it felt good to be in that soft girl kind of mentality, but I still was able to still be fun. I am very like, I'm also very like turn up, like, you know, when we need to. And you just gotta do both. You gotta make it your own. But yeah, that was a really fun night for me. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the flirting. So I suggest, because remember, we're on this journey together, guys, I really suggest that you go with a group of friends. Hopefully you guys have some kind of male friend that can help you flirt ahead of time like I did. But go with a group of friends and just try it. And sometimes we miss our cues because we're so nervous and scared that like this can't be happening to me. Just have fun. Okay, just have fun out there. And remember, ladies, be soft.